This is Anisha Holiday. I am an Ayurvedic practitioner. I study and practice Ayurveda in India and in the US. The most difficult aspect of practicing Ayurveda in the West is the fact that there are so many misconceptions about it. It has been developed as an alternative medical system, which of course it is, but it is based on an entirely different principle than modern medicine. Ayurveda is energy healing. It gets to the root cause of the issue. Once disease has become deeply rooted, then it is much more difficult to manage, just as it is in modern medicine. Yoga, on the other hand, has recently become very popular in the West. Many of those who practice traditional yoga still don't understand the connection between Ayurveda and yoga. So in many ways we now have two separate systems instead of an integrated one. In this series of talks, I will attempt to demonstrate how Ayurveda and yoga are integrated, and that to know one is to understand the other. The key to understanding the connection between yoga and Ayurveda is to understand the 5 elements, which are the fundamental forces of energy in nature. The 5 elements are defined, and we talk about how they affect the physical body and how Ayurveda uses these effects in healing and maintaining health. Because the body and mind are interconnected, these elements affect the mind also. Our spiritual self is the master of our being, and what goes into the mind and body affect the soul as well. Understanding the effect of the elements on our spiritual nature is fundamental to health. The 8 limbs of yoga, systemized by Patanjali, are reviewed to demonstrate how diet and lifestyle and the 5 elements help us to reach higher levels of consciousness. The word Ayurveda is a Sanskrit word, Ayu meaning life and Veda meaning knowledge. So it is the science of life. Everything is Ayurveda. It is the only real holistic health system addressing the body, the mind, and the spiritual self. The answers to any question regarding life can be found in Ayurveda because we are a natural system, and the answers to life lie in nature. The knowledge of Ayurveda and yoga came from the rishis, who were the sages of ancient India going back at least 5,000 to 10,000 years, when the world was a much different place than it is today. The rishis listened to the sounds of nature. They watched the natural world around them and saw that there was an order in everything. They realized that there were forces working in nature beyond what they could see, and that those forces were working on themselves. Over thousands of years, bodies of knowledge were written on many different subjects, and these were called the Vedas. Raja Yoga came from the knowledge of the rishis and was systemized by Patanjali about the same time that Charak Samhita was written. The Charak Samhita is the Bible of Ayurveda.